Okay. This is not a drill. The Nintendo Direct is here and I am super late to it, but we're gonna address some things and we're gonna dive right into it. Hey guys, this is Nintendo, your source for all things Nintendo, and we have the announcement of the Direct finally. But with that being said, I got some things we're gonna go over today that might seem a bit interesting, might gather some hype, might lower some expectations, and yeah, without further ado, we're gonna dive right into it. First up, we got the obligatory tweet from Nintendo. You guys know what it is. The tune in for yada 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 at yada 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 for the Direct. It's gonna be roughly 40 minutes long, and as excited as I am for this, I won't be able to watch it unfortunately. I have to perform at a football game, and this game starts at the exact same time as the start of the Direct. And while you guys are all getting the big reveals, I'm gonna be playing songs on a football field. So yeah, but I will have a follow-up video on Friday going over everything that I missed and everything that got revealed. Now we're gonna move on to a interesting tweet from Samus Hunter that can keep our expectations in check. What we can expect and what we should expect and what we might not expect, and a lot of expectations, but it's a really good list and I want to go over some things in that list. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into that right now. The tweet from Samus Hunter says, I posted a chart I've made over the past months to keep track of the possible reveals for the Nintendo Direct. Take this list as a hint. It's not really a leak, but a general indication on what to expect. I haven't seen the Direct or its final preview yet. And alright guys, we're gonna slowly go over this list and I'm gonna give my thoughts on this list, so let's dive into it. It says we're gonna get a Metroid Dread recap. Personally, I would say that this would happen had we not gotten the overview trailer a few days ago, or was it last week? Well, either way, we got a giant overview trailer. I don't think they would do a second overview trailer for Metroid Dread. If it does show up in this Direct, which it probably will, it might show up in some shape or form, but as a big portion of the Direct, I personally don't think so. Next up, it says Mario Party Superstar with new modes. I can see this. I mean, Mario Party Superstar is fairly recent. I mean, it is recent, and we haven't seen much of the game outside of its reveal, and I personally wouldn't mind new modes. I haven't played the game, but I do know that newer Mario Party games need all the help they can get sometimes. And yeah, next up, Pokemon with new reveals. When's the last time Pokemon showed up in a Direct that wasn't a side game? I'm not really sure. I don't know. Pokemon's been doing their own thing, so I personally don't think that they would show up in this Direct. Although we did have the presents last month, and to me, that was an indication that they're in their reveal cycle for BDSP and Legends Arceus. I do think that we should see something soon, but do I think it'll be at this Direct? Probably, because they haven't shown anything all month and we're almost, done with September, which is crazy to think about because it feels like the month just started. But moving on, SMT5 recap. This I can see. I mean, I think that if we got a Dread trailer this month, I feel like it would be more appropriate for us to get a SMT5 overview trailer in October, since it's a month away from the game's releasing. And I do think that they'll address it in this Direct because SMT5 is one of their big releases for November, along with Pokemon. So I can see either or of these games getting revealed, but personally I'm not sure on SMT5 because like I said, I expect something in October-ish, around that time period, and I kind of feel bad for Persona fans, but that's a topic for another video. Anyway, Advance Wars, editor and overview trailer with characters. I can see this. We haven't seen anything about Advance Wars since its reveal at E3, and Advance Wars is a series that I have a friend that holds this series dear to his heart because he loves Fire Emblem and he loves Advance Wars a bit more because it's the underdog out of the two, and I plan to give Advance Wars a try. So yeah, I can definitely see Advance Wars showing up, and the big one for me on this list is Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3, definitely. This Direct screams Splatoon 3 being addressed in a large portion for me personally. I think that we're going to get a huge Splatoon blowout. I said that in my very first video on the channel. I still hold that now. I think we're going to get a big Splatoon blowout, probably get the new idols, some gameplay, some new weapons, and yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope gameplay, probably. I don't think it might show up here. I did start playing the first Mario plus Rabbids so I can see what all the hype is about, and yeah, I don't think it'll show up at the Direct. I think it'll show up probably in a February Direct. I think the game is spring. It's either spring or summer of 2022. I guess it would make sense to show it here. It might make more sense to show it here. Not sure, but it could. Triangle Strategy. I can see that. I can definitely see Triangle Strategy showing up. I never played Octopath. I heard it's a good game. One of my friends played that game religiously when it first released, and I can definitely see Triangle Strategy showing up. I saw that it was very big. They showed it off at what Direct was it? don't think it was E3. It was back in the March Direct. I think it was either February or March. I can't remember what month the Spring Direct was in, but I remember the game being shut off and I was like, yo, this plays really good. It encapsulates on some of the things that made Three Houses good, and I'm a huge Three Houses fan, so I'm definitely willing to give this game a try. They show off more of it. And then we're gonna move on to the next section that says updates for already released games. Smash Ultimate final character reveal. I do believe that we'll get the final character reveal. Who do I think it'll be? I don't know. I personally don't know. Do I care? I used to. I kind of don't now. Who do I want it to be? Well, I have 3 characters who I want it to be. Now Bino from SMT5, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and probably Neku, definitely, and a plus just to make people upset, Waluigi. So yeah, those are my Smash predictions if you wanted that. Animal Crossing big fall update, please Nintendo. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. I want the big Animal Crossing blowout update. I want Brewster. I want something. I don't want the Halloween update and we just leave it at that until Thanksgiving update or the Christmas update. But yeah, I'm hoping that we're gonna get something Animal Crossing related. One thing I'm expecting for Animal Crossing is definitely the Zelda villagers to show up for the anniversary. Since we already got the Mario update, it makes sense for us to get the Zelda update since we're still in Zelda's anniversary year, and I can definitely see them adding that with the November update as a plus. Like you can get the pig Ganon and the Link Wolf and Epona. Definitely can see that, and we can get some Zelda themed items. Like I would love to get a Hylian shield to put up in my room, or I would love to get a Master Sword a Master Sword stand to like put somewhere on the island and make my own little Kokiri forest. That would be pretty cool. I would love Animal Crossing update, but I don't know. Animal Crossing is kind of a mixed bag for me at this point. Hyrule Warriors new story DLC. I gave Hyrule Warriors to my brother because that game underperformed on my Switch bad, guys. The game was cool. My brother loved it a lot more than I did, and I saw that the DLC is coming out. I might get it for him. Wait, he might be watching this video. I take that back. All right, Mario Golf. He said that she's not sure, and I myself am not sure. Moving on to the new announcement section, she brings up the new Monolith soft title and Xenoblade 3. I'm expecting Xenoblade 3. As crazy as that sounds, I'm expecting something Xenoblade related. I want X. What if they give us both X and 3? That would be crazy. Oh my god. Like they say like 3 is releasing in late 2022, and here's a Xenoblade X port with a new continuated story like how they did with 1 and how they did the DLC for 2. Like here's X with a new DLC game at the end of the game that you can play after you complete the save file, and that's releasing in spring of 2022, so you guys can play that and look forward to 3. That would be too much food to eat. That would be like a whole piece of chicken and then wedding cake at the very top. That would be too much food to eat. But will you eat it? That's the big question. Will you eat it? Or will you put your wallet back out and cry and cry and cry and cry? I will eat that cake. I might die of diabetic goodness, but I might eat that cake. I will eat that cake if they give us that cake. Moving on to the next thing on the list, a new Kirby game. Another thing I said in my E3 video, hint, please watch it. Please don't, that video is awful. But I am expecting a new Kirby game. I'm expecting it to be an actual step into the direction and not another Star Allies. Like I said in my first video, I don't expect Star Allies in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I am, like I said, expecting something Kirby related. I'm expecting something more akin to Mario Odyssey. I feel like that would be the best appropriate step because I believe Kirby's anniversary is next year as well. It would make a lot of sense for them to reveal a Kirby game now and have it released next year, because I feel like Sakurai might actually care about his franchise. Cough out in the mouth. Sakurai might actually care. Moving on to the next thing on the list, shade aside, rumored Resident Evil game. Could that show up? I don't know. I really wanted to. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I personally may. I think we'll see it. I definitely think we'll see it, but will it show up? I don't think so. I think it might be revealed somewhere else. If it is get revealed here, great. They might reveal that, and they might also throw in a lower version of Village. Since we got Biohazard on Switch, I feel like if they put it in that engine that they use, what was the engine called? The RE engine. Use the RE engine and put 8 in RE engine, and it makes the game run buttery smooth. I believe that they can pull that off if they try hard enough. But yeah, Resident Evil aside, new controller. Now I was gonna address this in a separate video, but Nintendo put out patents for I believe it was Nintendo 64 controller. So now the topic switched from are we gonna get a Game Boy Color to are we gonna get Game Boy Color Advance and 64? And if we get 64, my god, like my other video, I said I personally didn't care if we got a Game Boy Color Nintendo Online thing, but if we get a 64 online game, that's a completely different topic. You know the games I can play Star Fox 64 first off. Ooh, dude, whoa, it was either 64 or GameCube that I think was patent. Like I said, I'll have to address that separately, but I know that the patent is due to be revealed on Friday, and I feel like the perfect time for them to address it is tomorrow, which is the direct, because they did trademark it a few days ago and it's going to be revealed on Friday, so it makes sense for them to announce it on Thursday so the whole world knows what it is and we can all try to pre-order it, and the pre-orders get canceled and scalpers get a hold of it, and that's a topic for another day. But yeah, I'm expecting something, and along that line I am expecting us to get the Game Boy, Switch Online, new features. I mean, they just added Bluetooth in the last update, so they're obviously showing that they care about the Switch Online service or the Switch in some capacity in terms of software, because so far they've only been focusing on the game section. They haven't been focusing on making the Switch itself more, you know, user friendly. I mean, it's simple, but it's not, it's boring. It's really boring. That's what I'm trying to say. The word is boring. The word of the day is boring, and that's what the Switch OS is. It's boring. Moving on from that though, we're going to get to some general news from third-party games. A hack game, I can see it because the direct isn't just first-party stuff, so I can see a hack. I can definitely see Alan Wake remastered, Origami 2, I can't pronounce that, Tell Her Sophie 2, yeah, Borderlands 3, definitely, Castlevania, yes. Definitely something Castlevania related. Disco Elysium, yes, definitely. That's all from Samus Hunter's expectation list thing that she's been keeping up with, and like I said, a lot of these things I agree on. A lot of these things are mixed bags for me, and yeah, that's gonna do it for that part. And I'm gonna probably address an elephant in the room. I've been gone for 5 days. I know that's been kind of crazy. My laptop currently as it is very bad. It's on its last legs and it's really hard to edit videos in it. I'm using an Intel Pentium processor with only 4 gigabytes to render videos. That's why my videos take so long, and my PC can hardly even open DaVinci Resolve to edit anything. It crashes just the process for me moving from cut to render. Like, it's been awful. It was a miracle that I can even get out like the first 5 or 6 videos that I put out for you guys. I'm really grateful for those of you guys that stuck with me through this horrible period of trying to be a YouTuber with a terrible PC, but I do plan to get a new one. I think at the time of recording this video, I probably have found a new PC and it should be coming here soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it all for today's video. I will see you guys on Friday with a direct follow-up video. And like I said, sorry for the lack of uploads. I'm really glad you guys are sticking with me through this crazy journey. And this is Camtendo signing out. See you guys on Friday. Bye.